is your moment to shine, baby. SLS-Fest, week number 9. Of course, we're dedicating this one to Vic and giving our most positive thoughts out to him right now. Big Chalfant. But Rat, are you ready? Let's do this. One, two, three, four. Well, we're big rock singers, we got golden fingers, loved everywhere we go. We sing about beauty and we sing about truth, and $10,000 a show. We take all kind of pills that give us all kind of thrills. The biggest thrill you ever know is the thrill that'll get you when you get your picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Come on. I said whoever said love was a grand never tried to hold your hand. Whoever said love was a bliss never had the chance to kiss ya. Whoever said love was a fine never saw you drunk on wine. Whoever said love was a war was a genius. Love songs are for idiots and idols. I wrote it on a post-it note. Love songs are for idiots and idols. Both are disposable. You know it. You know it. I said whoever said love was free never took you on a shopping spree. And whoever said love was blind was right about one thing. One thing, you scream love conquers all. You just smash my shit against the wall. Whoever said love was a war was a genius, super genius. Love songs are for idiots and idols. I wrote it on a post-it note. Love songs are for idiots and idols. Both are disposable. Yeah, they're disposable. Love songs are for idiots and idols. I wrote it on a post-it note. Love songs are for idiots and idols, and both are disposable. Yeah, they're disposable. Love songs for idiots and idols. Love songs for idiots and idols. Love songs are for idiots and idols, and both are hysterical. You know it, yeah. Woo. Yeah! That's SLS-Fest way to kick it off. What do you say? Greetings, live from the not the Bahamas, is it? Okay. Full disclosure, SLS-Fest was going to be in the Bahamas, but there are 3 reasons why I ended up in Lennon's room and, basically where you're all used to. But hey, right off the bat, welcome to SLS-Fest, week number 9. This is our 9th week of doing acoustic shows and live streams, and you guys have been so supportive. Thank you very much. If this is your first time viewing in, hit that subscribe button right now in the corner, whether you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook. But welcome to the party. And as you can see from the chat, I can't see from the chat. That's the reason why we do a little bit of a Q&A afterwards. And we all meet and talk about the show, what was good, what was bad, what was shit. It's a very Spinal Tap reference right there. But I would like to welcome you all, and of course, everybody that comes week in and week out that has been since week 1. Think about it yourself. I wanted to make it a party. I wanted to make SLS Fest celebrate the sort of summer festivals that aren't going to be happening this summer. But I wanted to like sort of give tribute to the failed festivals, especially. So you might have seen a couple of the reason why we chose the Bahamas, huh? A certain other festival that might not have made it. But SLS Fest, well, it almost made it. How about that? There's 3 reasons why. First off, all right, it's our last week of the Kickstarter campaign for the RGA System 12 guitar method. And we couldn't expect you people to actually pledge and donate and spend more of your hard-earned cash to fly all the way to the Bahamas to enjoy a live stream, because you're sitting right there in your house right now enjoying your live stream right now. So there you go. Reason number 1, it's our last week of the Kickstarter campaign, so we really wanted to push that, and we didn't want to be out of country for that. 2 is Vic Chalfant, our illustrious producer. He couldn't make it this week, so we are all hanging in our respective places in a holding pattern until we make sure Vic is cool, and so far the news is all good. So everybody send your most positive thoughts to Vic Chalfant. Huge shout out, which gives the Rat, Dave Rattenbury, full production control. All right? So, yeah. Rat, you're up now. This is your gig right now. So, also, the third reason, there's this thing called, it was like Pandemic or Panama. It had something to do with Van Halen, I'm pretty sure. And Van Halen was one of our, they were one of our guests that were non-confirmed as well for SLS Fest. But we did have a confirmed guest that you might have seen her promote the SLS Fest all week. If you hadn't, perhaps right now, one of our biggest headliners for SLS Fest did some cool promo all throughout the week, and I'd like for the Rat to run one of her clips, and I'll talk about it in just 1 second. But first, run the clip, and we'll see what happens.
What's up, guys? I'm Nita Strauss, and I'm so excited to get to SLS Fest this weekend. My bags are packed. Thank you so much, Ryan, for inviting me out. It's going to be such a great time. I've got my yacht all set up. We're going to swim with the pigs. I heard Ja Rule is going to be there. So Sunday Livestream Sunday Fest, here we come. Let's go.
So there you go. She was very excited. And the thing is, we've lost contact with her since that promo was put out. So she might have got on one of those chartered air flights. That whole thing, the reason 3, the whole pandemic or Panama or something to do with Van Halen. I guess there's no international travel going on or something, but of course, you know, she's Nita Strauss, so she found a way. And the whole thing with her performances, we were going to film her performance live, shredding with dolphins and pigs in the water, swimming with dolphins. In fact, SLS Fest had invented a new species called the dollopig that Nita was going to swim with. And they're, as you can imagine, half pig, half dolphin. And hopefully we can track down Nita before the end of the show. But that's basically where that's at right now. One of our other guests, though, you know, I'd like to bring on some new talent. And that was what we were going to do in the Bahamas. But why not bring it out here on the live stream, right? I saw this kid on YouTube and Instagram, and I said, man, this is what the folks need to be seeing, because he's got something, man. And I want to talk about him. His name is Owen Rivera. And I wanted you to hear the song that he did that I heard that sort of made me a believer. And it's a Solomon Burke song from, remember Dirty Dancing? All right, so whether you think it's cool or whether you don't think it's cool, the song is cool. Solomon Burke did a great version of his song, Cry to Me. But I sort of think that Owen does a better version of it. So the reason why we couldn't bring him to the SLS Fest in the Bahamas was that we were actually, it is our mistake, all right? Because he was going to perform at the debauchery stage, where we had basically a hot tub of Bacardi 151, just that you could soak in. No smoking, obviously, but that was just one of the many features that we had going for SLS Fest. But because Owen is too young to drink and too young to obviously submerge himself in a Bacardi 151 filled hot tub, it's a good idea that we just play the clip that he sent. And that's the clip I want the Rat to roll right now. So everybody, this is Owen Rivera, Cry to Me.
When your baby leaves you all alone and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Well, here I am, honey. Come on, cry to me. When you're all alone in your lonely room and there's nothing but the smell of her perfume, don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like a crying? Come on, cry to me.
So there you go. Owen Rivera, Cry to Me. Go check him out. I think he's at Owen's Evolution on Instagram. And tell him Roxie sent you from SLS Fest, all right? Yeah. So like I said, we can talk about Nita and Owen and everything that's going to come in the upcoming Q&A. We do that at the end of this because, again, I can barely see even my notes right now. But what I'm looking at on my notes, I talk about this week, what happened this week. Well, guess what? Alice Cooper put out a new song called Don't Give Up. And as you can see during that last song, I changed my guitar and I wanted to maybe jam along with Alice on it, if that's cool with you. But before that, maybe talk a little about what happened in the Roxie TV world. You have been checking out Music Trivia with Robby and Ferg, and of course, the Rat is helping produce that as well. So the Rat's busy, man. Busy Rat this week. But Robby and Fergie have a music trivia show called Music Trivia. Check it out every Friday on the Roxie TV channel. And again, if this is the channel, press subscribe if you're watching it on YouTube. Also, our Livestream In the Trenches podcast that we do every Tuesday. We had a very cool guest in Chuck Garrick. If you haven't seen that episode, I would enjoy, not right now, don't switch right now, but a little bit later, go check out Chuck's interview that we did on In the Trenches. And, let me see my notes. They just, screensavers and batteries. We're trying to save batteries over here. What else happened? Oh, next week, on next Tuesday's In the Trenches podcast, there will be a Lost Angels reunion. All right? If you guys know anything about the band Los Angels, it's a band, just a couple of the members are Eric Dover, John Corabi, E.J. Curse, Eric Brittingham, Troy Patrick Farrell. It's pretty star-studded over there. So check out next Tuesday. I will have the Los Angels reunion. And I know one person, at least one person, will be really excited about that. Right, Federock? So, but thinking about this whole encore that we were going to do in our big SLS Fest. Again, I haven't heard anything from Nita since the last time, that first ad, but we were supposed to go over there and end the whole entire show with a sort of a bonfire chant or song of a classic campfire song. But it was supposed to be a bonfire. And the bonfire was going to be sort of started because Elon Musk was going to launch one of his rockets at SLS Fest and he's going to send up a Roxie TV satellite. So all these things were going to happen, but I was told that there was some problems with currency malfunctions and the currency malfunctions. If you did buy a tent or a cruise cabin, I was told not to worry, that your refunds will be coming in 1, 2, or 3 years. Pretty quick, all right? But that means that you have some extra cash to maybe throw at the old Kickstarter campaign, huh? You like the way I did that? I'll talk more about Kickstarter in a second. If, by the way, Owen's song didn't inspire you to play guitar and sort of join the RGA, I don't know what will, you know? Kids nailing it, and you guys can too. Guitar is not as hard as you think. Obviously, to get to that level where Owen is, you got to work your butt off. But at the same time, you can do it with the System 12 method for guitar that we are sort of working on right now. And I've told you guys week in and week out about it, but you know what? Enough of my yakking. It's time to sort of rock with the coop and play his newest song, or sort of jam along with it. I'll make sure that I'm in tune and everything. Hopefully I am. But his newest song called Don't Give Up, you can check that out on his official site. The video is out there, and everybody in the band makes a appearance in the video as well. So thank you, Coop, for that. And here is a little bit of Don't Give Up. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I got it all right together.
Yeah, I know you're struggling right now. We all are, in different ways. It's like a new world that we don't even know. It's hard to sleep, even harder to dream. But look, you got 7 billion brothers and sisters all in the same boat. So don't panic. Life has a way of surviving and going on and on. We're not fragile, and we sure don't break easy.
We know that it's right, so we just gotta fight.
Go. Maybe some of you are scratching your head. Trust me. Took a lot to get that good. Even that good, it took a lot of work. What the hell? So there you go. Alice Cooper's Don't Give Up. Go check out the video that just came out this week on Alice's official channel. And not that he needs the follows, but I think you know, at Alice Cooper on Instagram as well. So I give everybody a shout out, you know. Just thank you again for watching SLS-Fest week number 9. Yeah, we are not in the Bahamas. I think I went into it a little bit earlier and sort of told you the scoop and the reasons why. If you didn't, you're going to have to backtrack and go. But one of our, you know, I just heard in my headphones, that we did get in touch with Nita, because I know the Wi-Fi down in the Bahamas is bad, and I was hoping that she didn't make the trip all the way down there when we had to sort of make different arrangements, because a lot of our unconfirmed guests said they couldn't do it. So, but Nita did, and so apparently Dave said that she sent us a little message between that last song and this last joke. And apparently, Rat, run it. Run the message from Nita.
Okay, seriously. Where is everybody? It's not funny. I thought we were gonna swim with the pigs. I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray. SLS-Fest.
So you see, just so you know, good rule of thumb, Nita teaches us something. If you go down to the Bahamas, make sure you have a good 4G or 5G at least package for your Wi-Fi, because obviously stuff like that happens. But you know what? Hopefully you'll find those dollar pigs, those dolphin slit pigs, and you end up swimming with them, because we did have a backup plan just in case one of those dolphins or pigs went rogue on Nita while she was doing her performance. And we still really hadn't worked out how she was going to perform in the water swimming with the electricity and stuff. We had Robby Miller really working on that. He's a part-time electrician as well. But here's the deal. We had a backup plan, so we would like to play a little bit of Nita Strauss shredding for all of you, because that's what you guys all came for, right? Our headliner, Nita Strauss, Shred. So there you have it, Nita Strauss, Hurricane Nita. Make sure you go and check out her guitar course as well. She just put out her new guitar shred course, and you should check it out as well. I think there's room for all of us, because look at it, to learn guitar now. There's room for all of us to sort of give you our experience, because at the end of the day, that's what we're sort of doing with the System 12, or whether it's Nita's course. We are showing you all the tricks that we have learned throughout the years and sort of passing the torch and passing the knowledge on to you. So go check them all out. And of course, one last sort of push for the RGA is that the Kickstarter campaign, if you want to go check it out, it's RyanRoxie.com. Right there's the Kickstarter campaign, and there's just a couple days left on that. But we have come to another end of a SLS, well, our first SLS Fest, which, you know, I don't know, all things considered, how'd the rat do? Is the rat hanging in there? We love you, Vic. All our thoughts are with you right now. We need it. Maybe we can see you in the Q&A afterwards. We hope we can. But to sort of go out on that huge crescendo, I don't want to disappoint Elon Musk, even though we couldn't make the big bonfire with his rocket launch down in the Bahamas. I wanted to go in with that interactive encore song and play it and get some help from every one of you that came out. And maybe some of you are watching this right now. Maybe that's the only reason you're actually watching this live stream, is to see if you made the video. But I think you did, and I think you will. But if, Dave, if you can, it's going to be a little bit tough, because I'm going to play this live, and Dave's going to try and add the sort of pre-recorded versions that people sent in throughout the week. I know it sounds confusing as SLS Fest was, and this whole episode was. This entire episode was a little bit confusing. Yes, we miss you, Vic. But at the same time, I think you're going to understand it as soon as we break into it. So we would like to, again, I'll see you at the Q&A. Subscribe. Enjoy the ride. All those things I'm supposed to say when Vic's producing. But thank you very much, Rattenbury, Dave and Rattenbury, the Rat, for producing this episode. Robby Miller's there as well, Vic Chalfant, and of course Scotty Hagen, all part of the RGA team. But most of all, thank you for watching. One more track. Let's see if you can surprise and sing yourself. It's been a lot of dancing. You know, maybe you danced with Owen Rivera's song earlier, or maybe you even, you know, moshed around with Nita's shredding. Thank you guys both for coming on SLS Fest 9. I'm going to go out with the encore. Again, this one is dedicated to Vic, and sing along at home if you can, will you? Here we go. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord,
Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, oh Lord, kumbaya. Everybody. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, oh Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kind of like a Family Guy skit now. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. We'll see you at the Q&A. Yeah. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, oh Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. You still watching? All right. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Yeah. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, oh Lord, kumbaya. SLS-Fest. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Sunday, Livestream Sunday. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Big Chalfant, you better soon. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, oh Lord, kumbaya. Do we dare do it again? Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Definitely the last time, right? Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Can't unsubscribe. Can't. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, oh Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. I can't believe he's doing it again. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. That's it, baby. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Oh Lord. Kumbaya. Take us out. Take us out, rats. Take it out. See you on the next Sunday, Livestream Sunday. Enjoy the ride.